In this section, you're going to learn how to take all those nasty male stereotypes that women use to take away all your power, and you're going to use it right back on women to set some very powerful sexual frames in hilarious ways. So let's get started. Let's say that you've been talking to a woman, intruding her space, narrowing your eyes, using push-pull, building tension loops. At a certain point, she's almost inevitably going to reach over and touch you. Now, what I'm about to tell you also works if she happens to be affectionate. So at this point, when she reaches over and touches you, say, "Whoa, take it easy there, tiger, not so fast. I'm not just a sausage with feet. I need some foreplay. You could start with maybe a back massage. If it's good, maybe I'll let you molest me." And then if she starts giving you a back rub, say something like, "Oh, sweetie, you didn't have to give me a back rub. How sweet of you. Actually, you can keep rubbing my back. That feels pretty good. Oh, wait, I'm getting turned on. Stop." Now, there's a lot of familiar techniques going on here. And I want you to take a few moments, maybe put this CD on pause, and try and think of some of the familiar tactics that I'm doing here. Okay, and come back to this in a moment. All right, let's go through them, see if you got them all. To start with, you're using a male stereotype to frame her touching you as meaning she's a pervert who's trying to rush you into sex. And if she wants a chance, she's going to need to give you foreplay. This sets the meta frame that you're the prize in the interaction. And it also is going to hit several compliancy triggers, one of which is apposition of opposites. What you're doing is counterintuitive to her common sense rationale. Usually it's the guy who's the pervert trying to get into her pants, but you've reversed it on her. Now she's the pervert. And since her mind, her conscious mind, can't process that, it's going to make her more compliant. You're also exploiting the compliancy trigger quid pro quo. For touching you, you're making her pay you back by giving you a back massage. Also, scarcity is at work, and it's at work in two ways. One, you're making her jump through hoops to touch you. Two is that you're taking away a freedom she normally has, namely to touch guys. Another compliancy trigger at work is lowballing. By taking away the external reason for giving you a back massage, she has to come up with her own reasons why she's rubbing your back. And another compliancy trigger at work is that you're compelling her to seduce you. By telling her to stop rubbing your back because it's turning you on, you're goading her into seducing you. You're also building arousal inside her body. You're hitting several of her primitive emotions. You're building discontent by creating an obstacle in the way of something she wants to do, namely to touch you or to rub your back. Okay, and this is going to evoke the emotion of discontent. This also evokes or builds the emotion of needing your validation. When you tell a woman not to touch you, on a subtle, almost unconscious level, they feel rejected and they're compelled to keep touching you. Okay, so this is going to build that emotion inside of them. And as you know, the need for validation can build arousal inside of a woman, especially in this context. Also, you're building a fear of loss, that emotion, that primitive emotion of fearing the fact that, maybe you aren't into her. By telling her that she can't touch you, you're giving her kind of mixed signals. Maybe you're not attracted to her. You're also stimulating many of her sexual needs. Since you're turning her on, you're filling her physical need to be aroused. You're both seducing her and making her feel seduced. And you're giving and taking away her need to feel worthy and attractive. You're also building the perceptual filter of comfort. You're not forcing her to feel a certain way, but you're arousing emotions inside her that is compelling her to act in a certain way. You're also making her chase you as opposed to you chasing her. And by you doing something that she's used to doing to men, you're demonstrating an understanding of her world, which makes you an authority in her world. And when someone sees you as an authority, they're going to be more apt to follow your judgment. You're also giving her the self-image of a pervert who wants to get sexual with you. So when you do get sexual with her, it's going to be congruent with the identity she thinks she has.